Welcome to the 5 things that we learned from One Piece chapter 1073. This one was very interesting since we are finally seeing some characters take action in the story, so let's get into it. First things first is Stussy taking out CP0 single-handedly since she caught them off guard and betrayed them. What is also crazy is that she has wings. I mean, we've seen Lunarians, so not much of a surprise, but to think that she is a vampire is crazy. This is a whole new race that has been introduced to the story, which brings new ideas. For example, Mihawk might actually be a vampire now. I mean, his name is Dracula. Dracula, you get the gist. Back to Stussy. Now we know that she was the one that Vegapunk asked to help him, since she has been a mole for Vegapunk for 20 years. So basically, CP0 working for the Celestial Dragons shows he would know whenever they would try to get rid of him. We know Stussy is a clone of the Royal Stussy, who was a Rocks pirate. So if the cloning had been successful since 20 years past, then there may be other Rocks pirates who were cloned, or also strong pirates who we could see in the future. The next thing that we see from this chapter is some insight into Mihawk as a character. We see Zoro clash with Zeref and Mihawk, and Zoro says he still has a spark of humanity, which suggests that Mihawk may fight like someone who has no feelings or attachment to human-like things and may only focus on swordsmanship. This could also suggest that this is Mihawk in a state before something might have happened to him to cause him to lose his humanity. Maybe before being a vampire, for example. Like I've said, his name is Dracula, he lives in a castle on an island that's very dark and gloomy, so I wouldn't be surprised if he turns out to be one. Next we see on Sphinx, which is Whitebeard's hometown. We find out that the Marines came looking for Whitebeard's treasure, which is funny because we see Marines acting exactly how pirates would act. So I love how Oda is showing the hypocrisy of the world government. Luckily, they were not able to be violent to the people of Sphinx Island because Weevil came in and saved them, trying to protect his father's island. Inverted commas for the fathers, because this is still not confirmed if this is the case. So in the process of saving them, Green Bull was sent there, who then captured Weevil. Segueing onto the 4th thing, we find out that Weevil's mother was the original Stussy, who was part of the Rocks Pirates and freeloaded with Mads, which is definitely the best 2 groups to be part of in my opinion. It's so crazy how someone can look so good when they were younger and now look like this at her age. We can assume that if Weevil was really Whitebeard's son, this would have happened during the Rocks Pirates era. There have been some more foreshadowing of the Rocks Pirates with Kaido and Big Mom at Wano and then Whitebeard as Stussy now, which leads me to believe that we may be finding out more about the Rocks Pirates in upcoming chapters. On to the last thing that we learned from this chapter, which is one of the 5 elders, Saint J. Garcia Saturn, who is on his way to Egghead with Kizaru. Now I'm not exactly sure how the Straw Hats would escape this if they are still there by the time Kizaru gets to Egghead. We already know Kizaru is very strong. Now Gorosei member being there, he has battle scars, so they would undoubtedly be strong. We've seen that all the admirals have extremely special devil fruits, so it's safe to assume that the 5 elders would also be very strong and have also very strong devil fruits, since they are the most powerful individuals in the verse, barring Emu. Maybe his power has something linked to do with the planet Saturn, since that's his name. I'm very intrigued to see what will happen in the next chapter. That brings me to the end of the chapter in this video. Let me know what you liked about this chapter, what you didn't like about this chapter, what I could improve on, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.